Excuse me. All right. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Hashtag MLW Mondays. And from what I've seen on social media, I think J-Bone's going to skip Raw tonight. Probably. Yeah, doesn't look too hot. We got some chatters. Andre was in here earlier. He was in early. It's all right. Those curly-toed Iranian boots always put me in tears. I love them. I love them too. It's hilarious. Crazy. Paul Nelson. Where can I find MLW on TV? You have to have the beIN Sports Network to catch it live. If you don't have the beIN Sports package on your cable or wherever it's all featured, you can catch it right here on YouTube. It's just not live. They put it out Monday nights, like it just ended a couple hours ago. So yeah, Mondays is the replay. That's where I always catch it, and it's great because then I just watch it and then I do what I got to do and I go live. So not a bad deal. So we're going to talk about tonight's MLW. We're on the road to Fury Road. We're also going to talk about some JON Moxley news and also cover the card of Fury Road and some last minute MLW news. We're going to try to keep this to an hour. I got stuff to do late. Eric, what is up? Oi! Professor J-Bone. That's me. Jerry, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. All right, so let's talk about MLW and Fury Road, and then we'll talk a little bit about Mox at the end, shall we? And the news I got while I was live last night, so that was interesting. Trying to do some catching up on all things AEW throughout this past 24 hours or so. So, yeah, we'll talk about that at the end. But this episode of MLW is the end of the New York tapings during WrestleMania weekend. And it's just kind of funny because you keep seeing, if they do like a sky view, a look down from the balcony on the mat, you still see all the blood stains from several weeks ago. So it's just kind of funny. It's like, oh my God, why don't they clean their mat? That's so nasty. It's from the tapings. You just chop it up. It's funny. Ruben's in the chat. What is up? Hey, what's up? I'm watching WWE Raw. WWE is dying. AEW is going to take over that WWE. Well, we'll see what happens this fall when they hit TV. It is going to be interesting. Just watching Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Wow. Is that what's going on? I don't watch a lot of hockey. In fact, I don't watch any hockey, but I know it is popular, so I don't knock anyone for watching finals and basketball finals. The Bucks are out, sadly, but they had a tremendous run. Best record in the league this year. Sad they couldn't take out the Raptors, but that's all right. All right, so MLW episode number 59 on the road to Fury Road. This was a crazy episode. Contra is just really shaking up the whole company, attacking everyone. They left, I don't know how many bodies in their, just laying in their path of destruction tonight. It was just absolutely ridiculous. And that the company can't control them at all. So they can't send out security, any of that stuff. They're just decimating everyone, whether it's a planned match, sneak attacks. It's it's absolutely nuts. Jerry says Jon Moxley is debuting in New Japan. We're gonna get to that a little later. We're gonna talk about this first. Eric says my team Orlando Magic got knocked out by the Raptors too. Oh, those damn Canadians. No, I'm kidding. Blame Canada. So the song goes from South Park. All right. So this episode starts out with two of the biggest men in professional wrestling in the ring against Contra Unit. We got AC Baby, Ace Romero. Love him. Just saw him at AEW. In fact, we saw a few people tonight who were on AEW's Double or Nothing. So it's cool to see a few of these faces in a few different places. Along with Barrington Hughes taking on Contra's Jacob Fatu and Joseph Samael with Simon Gotch at ringside. This match, I mean, there was a few squash matches on this show, and so it was more storyline heavy as opposed to match heavy. A little different than usual, because usually MLW is known for some solid wrestling matches. This one was just more chaos, controlled chaos, if you will. If that does that make sense? I think it makes sense. This was barely minutes long. Contra took out Ace Romero, Barrington Hughes. Ref had no control over this. Joseph at one point spiked Ace Romero in the back of the head, taking him out, and then Jacob took out Barrington Hughes with just in short order. And that's just the beginning. Excuse me, I'm spinning. It's frothing at the mouth. That's just the beginning of the chaos that happens in this episode. They also showed footage right after that of Contra Unit. They attacked the Lucha Brothers were supposed to have a match tonight. I don't know against who, but they were supposed to be in the ring. They were attacked by Contra. And then Joseph comes around the corner, lights a fireball in Phoenix's face. Now, later, when they're getting an update from Casey Lennox, what she described was just absolutely horrific. Little over the top, but it was effective. They said that because of the fireball that burned Phoenix's face, when he took off his mask, skin came off with it, like a lot of skin. And it was just like, that's just like the mask melted on the face. And that's, wow. I mean, that you don't, I mean, you see graphic things and violent things in wrestling once in a while, but to have someone describe something like that was like, oh my God. Poor Phoenix. That's crazy. So I don't know. I mean, this is strictly a guess. From what I know, the Lucha Brothers are not scheduled. Let me just quick look over the card. Okay, the Lucha Brothers are not scheduled at all for the Milwaukee date, Fury Road, this coming weekend. I'm bummed out. I was hoping to meet them. My guess is this is their way of maybe um writing him off. Maybe they're done with the company. Um Airwolf beating Phoenix, I think, was also kind of a statement as well, you know? Like Phoenix was like not like I said a week or two ago, not necessarily passing the torch, but hey, like saying, hey, the Lucha Brothers are leaving. We're leaving it in the hands of luchas like this, and we think it's going to be fine. That's kind of what I took from that. Um, we'll see if they're back, but from what I know, they're not going to be in Milwaukee for these tapings. Um, Now, I have no idea about the rest of the summer tapings that are going on. We'll have to wait and see. Um, Jerry says, I heard they got injured during Double or Nothing. I heard that too, but I didn't hear any specific details. So I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. Um, I'd have to watch the match back again. It was a great match. I don't remember seeing anything specific that would have caused them to be injured. I don't know, but and I was a little distracted during watching some of it, but I'd have to go back, and I haven't really looked at much um, wrestling news today. We'll have to wait and see how the week goes and see what's happening. But thanks, Jerry. Thanks. um, so Ace, we're going to do a body count here. We got Ace Romero, Barrington Hughes, both Lucha Brothers taking out within the first like 5 minutes of the show. That's crazy. Um, Next, they do kind of a highlight reel, getting fans ready for the Von Erichs. A lot of footage from um, Noah, the Japanese company, and it's just great footage. And it's from within the last like 10 years, so it's fairly recent. I don't know when's the last time they were there. Um, that I'm not sure of, but nonetheless, super excited for their debut in Milwaukee. God, this is going to be so much awesome stuff going on. We'll run down the whole card that I know of in a little bit. Mance cuts a promo about getting paid. Guy cracks me up. Love Mance. He's going to be in Milwaukee. Can't wait. Austin Aries also going to be making his kind of a re-debut for the company um, in Milwaukee. We'll get to those details too. Low Key and Ricky Martinez with Selena De La Renta taking out. I didn't catch both guys' names. One was Troy Hollywood. Didn't catch the other one. Chris something, I believe. Took them out in very short fashion as well. Pretty much a squash match. Low Key, mm, very distracted. Very distracted, very upset at Selena De La Renta. You can tell they're bringing some unwanted baggage to the ring. They're discussing things. He's visibly upset. She's visibly upset at him. Um, Something's going on. So this match ends in just a few short minutes as well. And Contra's music hits then again. Uh, Ricky Martinez and Low Key standing in the ring. Selena De La Renta standing on the opposite side of the ring from where they're coming down the stage, or coming down, from the stage. Yells to Ricky to get out of there. He dives out of the backside of the ring, leaving Low Key in the ring with Jacob Fatu. They start fighting, and then Samael and Simon Gotch attack from the sides. So they just do a complete mugging on low key, and that's body number 5. They leave him covered in a flag as well. Um, Man, they're just crazy. They're just on fire. When these guys hit Milwaukee, man, they might leave the entire place in shambles. It's going to be a little scary. I'm very excited to see these guys because they're just on fire, tearing shit up. But man, it's going to be nuts. Um, Next, we see Hart Foundation promo. The guys trying to offer some well needed assistance to Brian Pillman Jr., who's going to be going for the national, the national open weight championship against Hammerstone in Milwaukee. And they sound pretty confident. They're like, yeah, big muscle guys like that get blown up quick, and they think he's going to make short work of him. I'm like, I don't know. I've seen Hammerstone work over the last few years. He's good, and he's only getting better. Brian, he's still young. He's got a ways to go in this industry. He looked great at Double or Nothing, though. My goodness, bleach blonde hair. I imagine that's how he's going to look when he hits Milwaukee. He's going to look like a rock star. It's going to be great. So yeah, cool promo from everyone, and of course they got the cats there. So silly. They love their cats, their felines. I'm a cat lover too, but man, I don't take my cats everywhere. No. I don't think they'd like that very much. Last but certainly not least, we have the MLW Championship match. Promoted for weeks now. We got Filthy Tom Lawler defending against Germany's Avalanche Robert Dresker. Decent match. I haven't seen Dresker wrestle hardly at all, and he gave Filthy Tom a run for his money. I mean, if this match went any longer, he could have probably taken out Tom, but Tom used his submission moves and made him tap out. And then of course, we couldn't have just 5 taken out in this show. No, we got to add one more to that pile of bodies. So proudly made by Contra. Contra comes down to the ring and destroys Filthy Tom Lawler to end the episode. But no, wait, there's more. The announcers take notice that Selena De La Renta flees she's up in the balcony with the announcers, but sitting off to the side of them, not with them, but next to them. Says that she runs off in a hurry. So then they go backstage, and she's quickly trying to tell LA Park to go cash in. And I was like, oh man, is this episode going to end up with a cash in from LA Park? Are you serious? So LA Park is running down the stairs, trying to get to the ring, and lo and behold, out of nowhere, like an RKO, comes Callahan and good old Manser to attack him and stop him from the cash-in. And that's where the episode ends, with a beatdown from them to LA Park. So no cash-in for that Battle Riot win from LA Park to Tom Lawler to end the episode. Oh my goodness. What a crazy just Just a crazy episode. Like I said, not the normal MLW episode where you get like at least 3 matches and the wrestling is like really, really good. This one was squash matches and a crap ton of contra just all throughout. Very yeah, Jesse says lots of promos. Promo heavy, obviously promoting Fury Road. And I can't tell you how excited I am to be there. We're going to run down the card here in a second. Excuse me. Critical Sting says, so did old Manser hit the payday window? He did. He did. He stomped a mud hole along with Callahan in LA Park's ass. Beat him down with a shoe. I had to replay it. All of a sudden I see this yellow thing fly across the screen, and it's Callahan's grabbing a shoe. And of course I gotta use the classic, who uses a shoe? Honestly, it's too damn funny. But yeah, solid episode. Very different though. You know, I'm just getting all excited for this coming Saturday, being there live. So yeah, if you have beINs, I mean, I always catch it on YouTube on Monday nights lately. But it is going to be live on beIN Sports. I'll be there. I don't know how they're going to have this set up yet. If they have it always set up like the Great Lakes Championship Wrestling setup, with the bleachers way on the outside, I might sit at the top of the bleachers, like way in the back, just to try to get some video, do a little, video shooting. I don't know. We'll see how the setup is. We'll see how the vibe is, but I'm super looking forward to it. And if you're anywhere in the area, please let me know. Hit me up. If you see me there, come say hi. I know I'm no celebrity or nothing, but seriously, I'm excited to be there. I'm proud to promote it. I do what I can for a small guy on YouTube. We'll see what happens. So, but super stoked to see everyone from MLW there. Jesse says it was still decent. Too sweet. Contra-sode. Yeah, Contra-sode. Episode of Contra. All right, let's run down the Fury Road card. But before we get into that, just want to remind you guys to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications. Let's hit and one other thing I was going to quickly do. We got the MLW newsletter with a brand new match that was announced for Milwaukee's Fury Road. We got Airwolf versus Ace Austin. Can't wait to see this one. Those two are going to tear it up. Talks a little bit about Contra's attack on everyone. Legal officials are investigating, but again, struggle to discipline the trio that remain non-contracted outsiders. That's interesting. Non-contracted. Let's see. What else here? News on Teddy Hart doing the breaking ground of a training facility called Project Dungeon. Going to be opening soon. Cool. Ace Austin, Airwolf, talked about that. Alex Hammerstone has been outspoken on social media about Brian Pillman's rumored partying. Ooh. Brian Pillman Jr. Is he gonna be in trouble? come Saturday? We'll find out. Let's see. There's a lot of buzz in the locker room swirling around Ross and Marshall's Von Erich's debut next Saturday in Waukesha. Their legendary father has been keeping the boys focused on readying for the war and instilling his 40 years in the sport. Given the battles that Kevin Von Erich had and the likes of Bruiser Brody, the Freebirds, One Man Gang, you couldn't ask for a better mentor. J-Bone agrees. Oh, man. What are the chances you think he's going to be there for the debut? Think Kevin will accompany Ross and Marshall? That'd be too sweet, let me tell you. Here's something. A legendary luchador is in talks with the league. Hmm. Very interesting. Any guesses who you think this legendary luchador would be? Oh, don't say that. Don't say that, Critical Strength. I hope not. Um, look, I know he's talented, but I also know he's trouble. So, here's all I'm going to say about that. If it is him and he shows up, I just hope he benefits the company. That's all. I hope he stays clean and benefits the company. Andre Corbeil, what is up? I missed the One Man Gang. Yeah, man. What a legend, eh? His stuff goes way back. Wouldn't wish that on any promotion. I'm going to throw out a name. I'm going to say someone that we saw a handful of times in Lucha Underground. Also famous, AAA, and all over Mexico. No, I wasn't going to say Blue Demon. Although that would be a serious name. I was going to say Dr. Wagner Jr. Maybe he'll show up with Famous B. that'd be great, eh? Chavo, or is he retired? I don't think he's retired, but I haven't seen him in the news wrestling hardly at all. He was helping with the Glow series that I heard. Call 423 get fame, right? So that Famous BM, I miss him on TV. I seriously do. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. There's plenty of legendary luchadors out there. It's just the first one that comes off the top of my head is that one. Anything else here? Talk about Daga's frustrations. He's been on a bit of a losing streak. We'll see what happens with him because he is also going to be on the card in Milwaukee. Oh, and Tom Lawler is in talks to return to MMA. Lawler's goal is to be the first ever two-sport double champion. Interesting. Used to be with UFC. So yeah, and then it goes over to schedule here. Fury Road, June 1st, July 6th. Uh, Kings of the Coliseum fusion taping in Chicago, and then July 25th, Never Say Never. Wild. Um, just quick scrolling down here. Ooh, LA Park's got a new shirt. A lot of new shirts on the MLW Pro Wrestling Tees site. Go check that out if you're interested. Okay, let's run down this card, shall we? Andre says he doesn't have that top superstar look. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I mean, he he's a decent talker when he's cutting his promos about, stuff coming up, but um he's got some charisma. I think I don't know. I feel like he's a good champ. I like him, but but I hear what you're saying. I get it. All right, let's go down Fury Road, and then we'll talk a little Moxley news. Tickets are still on sale, from what I can tell here, for Fury Road. So if you're looking to be in the area, anywhere in the Midwest, please consider coming to the greater Milwaukee area for Fury Road and MLW's debut around here. Tremendous. Let's talk about this. um so yeah, just announced, like I said, we had Airwolf versus Austin. That's not on the thing here, I don't think. No. But can't wait to see that. Kodo Brazil versus Daga. They're gonna tear it up. A lot of lucha libre matches on this, or lucha style matches, from like cruiserweight style wrestlers. They're gonna blow the place up. Myron Reed versus Ray Horace. Can't wait to see Ray live. That's gonna be great. Both these guys, tremendous talents. Um, the finals for the national championship, the open weight national championship. Alexander Hammerstone versus Brian Pillman Jr. Oh, I can't. I'd love to see either of these guys win, honestly, but we can't have that. We got to have a winner. I'm a big fan, honestly. I'm a bigger fan of Hammerstone than Brian Pillman Jr. I feel like Brian Pillman Jr. still has a lot to. Uh, I don't want them to just put this new strap on Brian Pillman just because the Hart Foundation has all the belts then. I don't want that to happen. They got the tag belts, they got the middleweight belt, and then they would have this belt. I don't feel like they should do that. Um, I'd love to see a bright young star like Hammerstone have this championship, honestly. But I know Brian's going to have plenty of championships in his lifetime. But Hammerstone, I don't know, there's something about him. Something about him. Yes, Jerry, I've seen it. It looks badass, that new Moxley team. We'll talk about it. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Balls count anywhere. Finally, we're going to get the match that we so deserved between Sami Callihan and Mance Warner. Who's going to hit the payday on that one? They are going to tear it up. Can't wait. excuse me. If I'm just now, this is a big if. This if may be so big. I don't know if it's going to fit behind this desk, but I'm going to throw it out there. So just if a certain guy was going to debut, say, in MLW this Saturday, maybe show up, do something, I'd like it to be during this match. That'd be pretty badass. That would certainly blow the roof off of the building, I think. And you know who I'm talking about. Enough said. All right. We got a match between rest in peace MJF. We got Davey Boy Smith Jr. They didn't put Junior on here. Davey Boy Smith Jr. versus MJF. Oof. He's got a rough night ahead of him. Poor guy. Austin Aries making his MLW re-debut of sorts in Milwaukee against newcomer Adam Brooks. Adam Brooks, I believe, is from Australia. Don't quote me on that, but I think he is. So that'll be interesting. Can't wait to see that one. Teddy Hart versus Jimmy Havoc for the World Middleweight title match. Now that one Oh, the card. Okay, card subject to change. I'm just noticing my notes here. They advertised Gringo Loco versus Myron Reed. So it looks like Ray Horace is not going to be there. That's a shame. Well, if he is last minute, they'll put him in with something. We'll see. But I'm just looking at my notes that I got from the show compared to what's on this card here on eventbrite.com. I don't think there's any stipulation in the Teddy Hart Jimmy Havoc match, but man, you know that one's going to get messy. Jimmy Havoc matches always do. Teddy Hart's got his hands full. We got the Von Erichs debuting in Milwaukee with Tom Lawler versus Contra Unit. Folks, that one is going to be exciting. I cannot wait for that one. Yeah, and that looks like the whole card. There's also, what do they say here? Okay, so Low Key and Ricky Martinez are also going to be there. Will we see Promotions Dorado implode? Can't say explode, but implode now that it looks like Low Key was abandoned by his crew to get beat down from Contra, as we saw in this episode. Not cool. Not cool. Ricky Martinez and Selena De La Renta tucking their tails behind their legs and just going. They're just gone. Leaving Low Key to get decimated in this episode. So yeah, we'll see how he reacts when they get to Milwaukee. Critical Sting says, still trying to figure out how Jimmy Havoc walked out of WrestleMania weekend with the ability to walk straight. Yeah, he was probably in a few different, I can't remember what he all did. You'd have to remind me, But yeah, that guy always tears it up. He really does. All right, so yeah, as I believe it was Jerry. Yeah, Jerry mentioned in the chat earlier. Um, some news, some more news about good old Jon Moxley. He had about 5 death matches. Oh my god. Oh. Well, then he probably had a few transfusions too. Then, my god, maybe he's a vampire. We just don't know it. Maybe that's crazy. Uh he's pale like one too. That promo that they cut during the show tonight, talking about how blood looks in the moonlight. Woof, creepy, creepy, absolutely crazy, terrifying. Poor Teddy, he's got his hands full, like I said. Um, so about 3 weeks ago, I had to look this up on the New Japan. The New Japan um, YouTube, because I don't watch New Japan stuff. But their promos are decent. When they do them, they don't do a lot of them. They do a lot of in-ring stuff, and that's about what they're known for. Um, that promo about time's up and someone is sitting at the bar, camera slowly zooms in on them, and then we see them smash a bottle, and they got a dagger with a handle with spikes or whatever the whole thing is, but they never show a face. Well, now, um, apparently, the end of the promo was revealed, and Mox is going to show up in New Japan. And it looks like he's going after Juice Robinson. At least that's the real quick clip on the TV set that's playing in the bar there. Oh, man. Things are getting interesting in the world of Jon Moxley. That promo that was also released by him in the backstage, um, post Double or Nothing, saying that the paradigm is starting to shift. Man, I miss Mox. That made me so happy to see him show up. I mean, I was pretty sure he was going to show up. It was just a matter of how and when. This is a great time to do it. And now he's going to be turning places on their heads. I said this on Twitter, if he's showing up in AEW and Tony Khan said that he can work some indie dates when, the schedule is light enough to, and he's going to Japan in a week to wrestle, what is it, Dominion? I think that's the show. Don't quote me on that. I'm not real privy on the New Japan stuff, but I think that's the big show he's showing up for. The excitement level difference between Dean Ambrose versus CJ Parker compared to Moxley versus Juice is hard to believe, right? Right? I mean, CJ Parker's come a long way, hasn't he? He really has. I always liked him. I even liked his hippie thing, but man, it was so evident back, even way back then. He was going to be a jobber. They were going to do nothing with him. And he got the hell out of Dodge when he realized that. Good on him. Like they say, know your worth. Bet on yourself. He did. And he humbly, and I mean humbly, went to Japan, joined the dojo, and worked from the bottom up there. Tremendous. I haven't seen all of Juice's work, But he's come a long way. He's done good. He's got that new stable in Ring of Honor too. So he's going back and forth, it looks like. So if Mox is obviously in AEW now, showed up at Double or Nothing, going to Japan, where else? Where else is he going to show up? New Japan said that there still is no official working partnership between AEW and New Japan. if Jon Moxley shows up there, he could show up anywhere. He could show up in Impact. Yes, Eric, absolutely. I hope he does. The possibilities are there. Why not? Just, spend the rest of the summer jumping from place to place, decimating people. Why not? The summer of Mox. Moxley, Mox, whatever. Could happen. Could show up this weekend. MLW. Take out both Callahan and Manser. I may faint if he does. I may faint. But maybe I shouldn't sit at the top of the bleachers because that would be a bad fall, wouldn't it? That would be ugly. So yeah, that's about it. We gotta get out of here. I gotta hit the road soon. So let me know if you're gonna be anywhere in the area. Hit me up this coming weekend. Fury Road. Can't wait. Stacked card. Maybe some surprises. We'll see. New championships. History is gonna be made. Totally stoked. Can't wait. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. We're going to try to catch up on some Impact Wrestling right here on Smash This Podcast. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. Good night, folks. Take care.